I spent $149.99 Canadian on the WWE 2K22 NWO for Life edition of the game. So was it worth it? Today I want to give you my thoughts on the NWO for Life edition of the game and let you know whether I think it's worth picking up or not. Let's go. Hey everybody, welcome back to Assemble. I'm Matt. Great to have you here on the weekend edition of the show. I'm excited. Let's talk about 2K22. Let's talk about the NWO for Life edition of the game, what you get in this version of the game, and is it worth it to you? And is it worth picking up over just the deluxe edition or the standard edition? Obviously, let me know in the comments below, what did you pick up? What are you thinking of picking up? And whether you think it's worth it or not. Now let's get into what you actually get in the NWO for Life edition. You get everything that's included from the previous versions, the Season Pass, the Undertaker Immortal Pack, which is the 3 different versions of the Undertaker. The My Faction cards for the Undertaker are in there as well. The Rey Mysterio Starrcade 96 pack, which gives you Starrcade 96 Rey Mysterio, the My Factions card of Rey Mysterio, and that's on next gen only for Rey. You get the Season Pass with it too, and the Season Pass includes all of the DLC that is coming up, which is 28 different superstars, which is mixes of legends, some of the current stars from NXT, and celebrities like Logan Paul. That's what you're getting. The NWO for Life edition gives you all of that. You also get the playable NWO versions of Hollywood Hulk Hogan, NWO Scott Hall, NWO Kevin Nash, Syxx, and you get playable Eric Bischoff in the game. You also get the NWO bonus content in there too. The bonus content is giving you 2 of the WCW pay-per-views, NWO Sold Out, and Bash at the Beach. You're getting the My Factions gold-plated pack bundle with NWO My Faction cards, and you get the NWO Wolfpack Championship belt. So you get everything NWO in the game. Now keep in mind, the standard version, the deluxe version of the game, Hulk Hogan, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, X-Pac, they're all in the game as standard. So you are getting the entrances, you are getting the attires for them. They're counting as their own superstars in their own slots. You'd be missing out on the arenas and the additional title belt, which we know the NWO title, that's spray painted black, and the red one, the Wolfpack one, you could probably do in custom creations. And a lot of people in the community said at the time of the game coming out, and even up until now, wondering and thinking, I don't know if the NWO version is really worth it because I'm getting Hulk Hogan in the game. Why don't I just go into community creations and download the NWO version of and get Hollywood Hulk Hogan in there? So the quick answer is yes, you can absolutely do that, right? You can go through community creations and try to find one that's going to work for you. On top of it, Community Creations done a great job with adding in the additional alternative attires of the NWO versions of these characters. So one of the pluses is getting the accurate NWO versions of the NWO members themselves. I think that is a good bonus there and worth your while if you're a huge NWO fan and you want the tried and true renders and versions of them. But it's not to say that you couldn't go through Community Creations and try your hand at that. I will say that the NWO Sold Out arena and the Bash at the Beach are some of my favorite arenas that are in the game. And while the game isn't packed with a ton of arenas, we have a lot of Raws, SmackDowns, the Thunderdomes, but something about the aesthetics of Sold Out with the filter in there and having a match of Goldberg versus Hollywood Hulk Hogan, brother, and the way the camera is brought down, there's some really cool moments that you can recreate. And the aesthetics of it feel WCW, feel 90s, and I think they just did a good job of recreating that arena and that aesthetic during that era. Same with Bash at the Beach. I think it's a great arena, and I think it's worth your while to have that too. Once again, could we go through community creations and try to recreate the arenas? Totally, we could try to get something that is going to be pretty accurate. But I just feel overall, there is a quality there that I really appreciate and what I do like about this. Now we can't forget the mastermind, Mr. Eric Bischoff. Being able to have a playable Eric Bischoff, it's been a few years since we've had Eric Bischoff as a playable character. I have used Eric Bischoff. I've had a match with him versus Mr. McMahon. Eric plays pretty sluggish and slow, as he should, with a lot of karate kicks, a lot of kicks happening, a lot of judo kicks. He's just trying to do kicks and punches on Vince McMahon all the time. I think it's fun having Bischoff in the game, and once again, being able to go in and grab alternative attires of Eric Bischoff is fun. Download a suited up Eric Bischoff and go through GM mode as him as your custom general manager. I think that's a really fun touch that you could add on there. And recreating those awesome moments with the NWO themselves, having a 4-on-4 match between them and DX. Once again, if you're a huge fan of NWO and the 90s and that era of wrestling, or you just like to be able to go back and have those superstars in there with the full roster breakdown, then it might be totally worth it to you. I just can't get over the price tag of it. It's a lot, and I'm in the great north of Canada, and it's a little expensive. After tax here in Canada, it's $170 for the NWO for Life edition. That's a lot of money. And do I feel like I got the biggest bang for my buck out of this? Not totally. The My Factions piece is an add-on. I enjoy My Factions mode. I enjoy going through daily challenges, unlocking cards, and completing those daily challenges is a little bit of fun. I'm working towards something. But was I thrilled and over the moon that I got the NWO cards to go in there for the Ruby packs? No, not really. It's take it or leave it. The other thing is the game glitched out when they did an update, and now I have doubles of everything. So now I have the NWO twice in the game. Not that that's a bad thing necessarily, it's just, it's pointless now. I can't delete it and have clean row of cards. Now I've got doubles of the NWO. And I think for a lot of us, we could safely say the NWO could have easily just been in the game for this year, because it's not like we have a season mode or anything or a showcase mode focused on the NWO. It's all on Rey Mysterio. So obviously it's a way to just get more money from guys like me. The other downside to the NWO edition is that it's digital only. You cannot buy the physical version of this game. And I have a big problem with that for a lot of people in the community, because for some of you, you can't get the game mode. You have to get the deluxe edition where you get everything minus the NWO content, and you're left waiting for an add-on to buy the NWO pack. I've reached out to 2K numerous times and I have not been given a response. I remember a while back when the game was launching, somebody online asked if NWO edition content, the DLC there, would be made available day one. And 2K replied with like a thumbs up or a yes, but it's still not in the store. So my biggest problem I have with it right now, outside of the large price tag for players, is the fact that if you walked into a Target, a Best Buy, a Walmart, and you want to get the latest game, you can't get the NWO version. It's digital only. And so you must get the physical deluxe version of the title and hope that 2K is going to release the NWO pack as a separate add-on to buy. Because for so many people, the internet isn't great worldwide and it's not what you want and you like physical copies of stuff, and I understand that. I would have rather had that full collector's edition that included the NWO, but they didn't do that. So there's things like that that are kind of sloppy, kind of like the game, where there's just some stuff that's just a little bit off, isn't it? I will say the character models, the entrances, the music, all of that I enjoy. It's on point. It's fun having Eric Bischoff in the game. I like having the multiple versions of characters like Hulk Hogan and Hall and Nash, but my biggest hang up is the price point. When it's all said and done, like I said, 170 bucks Canadian, I'm creeping up to almost $200 for this game. I don't feel like I got everything for my money. And so was it worth it? Well, I guess the silly answer is it depends, and it depends on you. And if you feel there's enough value in there for you to pick it up. But what a lot of people ask in the comments is the NWO content available to buy separately or as an add-on, or will it be? Well, we have to wait and see. Right now, as we're doing this, it's not. And if you are somebody that is looking for a digital version and you're trying to decide between deluxe or the NWO, if you think that you are going to ultimately pick it up separately at a later point, I'd probably say just get it now, and then that way you have fun and you have everything. Also, I would worry that if you were going to get the deluxe edition now and then probably pick up NWO later, the price point on that individual piece of content could be expensive. Knowing 2K and games in the past, you are likely to spend $20, $40 for that pack on its own versus getting it bundled in. So just think again about what it is you're looking for, if it's going to speak to you, and let me know what you think in the comments. Is the NWO worth it to you? I hope this helps you out when you want to decide which game, which version to get. And if you need more information, check out this video right here, because I cover the deluxe edition versus the NWO edition and what you get in both games. See you on the next episode.